We are a team of members of parliament and lawyers who have come here on account of the arrest of David Ndii. The police restricted the number of lawyers who could go in, and so they allowed only 2, but we've been in communication. And we have learned that they're planning to charge him with incitement, apparently for some interview he may have done in one of the stations. The indication is that they're likely to present the charges this afternoon. And so we expect to be in court. We expect, as usual, to make the necessary applications for bail. And we expect that incitement being one of the list of charges you can imagine, we expect that the judiciary, being independent and all, would grant him appropriate bail. We understand that there might be 2 such counts. That is what we know for now. So our expectation is that at around 2 p.m. He's likely to be presented in Milimani court for the reading of the charges, and then we will take it from there. So right now, Senator Rengo and Advocate Sifuna are still with him, and we will be going there in advance, and we expect that they will come and accompany him as we'll be going to Milimani. Yes.
The other lawyers have been arguing that his rights were violated. When was he arrested? When was he brought to Nairobi? Had the interrogation started before the lawyers were allowed to get access there?
I think that it is clear, and I think even you have covered this in terms of the media, so social media and the formal media. It is very strange action. First of all, you know that David Ndii and his wife were holidaying at the coast, and they apparently, the complaints they are talking about are issues that arose months ago. If they had any issue, one, ordinarily you would invite someone and tell them, you invite them to come and record a statement. That never happened. Secondly, you don't wait for somebody to leave Nairobi to go to Mombasa, then you go and pounce on them, especially when he's with the family. It is obviously intended to rain terror on him and the family. Thirdly, why you'd go to an hotel room and start searching an hotel room? If you thought anybody had anything, surely you'd perhaps get a warrant and then approach them in their house or their offices. But more importantly, to arrest someone in Mombasa, sneak them overnight to Nairobi is part of the torture. So you can see that the idea is not quite the charges. The idea is the intimidation around it. And that is what is highly regrettable, because that is not acceptable under the law. Under the law, for you to do a search, it is very clear, you must have a search warrant. Under the law, if you want to interrogate anyone, you must read to them their right. You must tell them they have the right to have a lawyer. It is clear that all up to this time, he did not have access to a lawyer. And under the law, you do not detain people for charges that you had already framed. All you do is you notify them if you think you have a sustainable charge, and you invite them to come to court on a given date and time. So it is clear that the whole circumstances is supposed to intimidate. It's not just about the charges. Yes.
Okay. The charges that have been preferred by the police to Dr. Ndii, are they, from your own view, are they linked to NASA's plans for the 12th of December?
Well, I think you all know that Dr. David Ndii is at the center as part of the 7-member team, and so your guess is as good as mine on that matter. Yes. Thank you.